Going live?
You are live.
Are we?
Oh, that's a bit. If I get back,
there we go.
now we'll be looking up our shorts. I think we're gonna have to sit forward, Michelle.
That's all right.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Just wait to see if anyone comes in.
Okay.
And say hello.
I'm just going to finish this last little
Oh,
share.
tired.
Is anybody there?
So we just wanted to do a live stream. You can carry on. So
Okay,
just do
cool.
your thing. We just want to do a live stream. Michelle's just sharing out the link to anybody. See if we can get some viewers in. It's a bit of a short notice to talk through what we're doing. And this, by the way, is a fake background. We're just testing it, like a green screen background, so we don't get any clues to where we are. How are you all? 7 people in, so there might be some friends in. Good day, everybody, and a beautiful, what day is it?
Tuesday.
It's a beautiful Tuesday to you. So we've spent the last week editing the last of the China videos, one more to go up. And we're actually in a new location. A few of you have probably guessed that already. So big, I don't know what we're doing at the moment. We're kind of trying to work out, we want to do another big project.
We do. Hello, Byron.
G'day, Byron. How are you? How are you? But we're trying to work out the logistics. It's getting very expensive, isn't it, Michelle? I mean,
yes. Little clues.
I want to do, we're not in a cheap place to be. Everything's costing an arm and a leg, and we need to do this series. And I want to do lots of live streams, but I'm struggling. It's for the period we want to do. It's like nearly $200 just for the data. Now, if I was in Vietnam or Thailand, I can get like unlimited data for $5, but here we can't. And I'm just wondering if it's worth it. I know we'll never get the money back, so it's. But there's a lot of other things. It's something we really. I'm not sure if I like this weird glitchy thing. There's nothing to hide here.
No, I
Let's
think
turn that off.
Yeah, we turn that bit off.
These I turn that off because it's glitching.
It is glitching.
Say hello. Is anyone else in? Byron is in.
It's always good to see you, Byron.
So we go with
there you go.
Normal background.
It's not much different, is it?
It's not much different. But I don't like that flickery. So
it's worth a try.
What was?
The background.
It looked good. When Michelle moved to the lower, when she moved to the,
like this.
She just vanished. It decided she wasn't in the video. It just like went blank.
And I am here.
So, yeah, big decision to make. I mean, we're virtually. I want to talk to you as friends. This is not to do with YouTube. This is just as the friends that are out there, so you know what we're up to, and maybe give us some encouragement. If we decide to do this next, we like the joggle walks, the big projects and things. And if we decide to do this one, it's going to cost an absolute arm and a leg. I mean, it's going to cost thousands. But I really want to do it.
I was going to say it's something we really want to do. So.
And I'm conscious of if I do it, then I really need to make the videos. I don't need to. I mean, we've talked to you before about just ditching YouTube and just enjoying the travel, but I kind of like sharing the videos, and just that is adding even more. Like I say, it's about $160 Australian for just the internet.
Yes.
To be able to upload the videos if we do this project. And I'm over the coming few days, we've got the last video in China going up on Friday.
Yes, we have.
And then we'll start, but I might do some more live streams. I want to do loads of live streams so we can keep you informed of what we're doing, where we are. If anyone wants to meet up with us anywhere, it'd be cool to do.
It's a fun place.
It is fun. Yeah, it is fun. How's the sound? Oh, I didn't even get a sound check.
No.
Do you share that out on the YouTube social
I did.
page as well, Michelle?
Yep, I did it on.
So let's get some people in, get some chat, see how everybody is. Did you enjoy the China series? Was it okay? Chufu particularly was fun for us, although it was belting hot.
It was very hot. Good morning, Sally. How are you?
Hi, Sally. It was like 40 degrees. Can you imagine, Sally? Every day, 40 degrees. From about, I started to go out for a morning run. I decided I'd sort of try to keep a little bit fit, but I had to, even by the time I was going out at 7 in the morning, it was already 33, 34 degrees. And for some reason at 7 in the morning, the sun was right above you. So you couldn't run out of the sun. So don't know whether they've got their time zone a little bit wrong in Shifu. So
Peter Lawrence Sharkey says, store to DVD and send them home someone else to load up.
Yeah.
But it's not really the uploading and things, is it, so much, because we can probably get around that. But we want to do live streams.
I want to do live streams, and we need to be able to be online. So it's not. We've got a project coming up that's going to be a 2-month project. That's what we're planning. And when we say planning, you know what we're like. We're just planning it here in this hotel room
for the next few days.
And we've been planning it for about a week. And each time we look, I say to Michelle, well, we're going to need this. And that's like $500. And you go, okay. But we need it.
But we need it.
So we take that step. And then the other day I said to Michelle, yesterday I said to Michelle, I really think we got to have internet, like solid, strong internet. I said, I think it's $60 internet. Well, when I did the real research, if I want it to work, pretty unlimited so we can use it, it wasn't $60. It was like 180, 160 bucks, I think. So, and look, we do YouTube for fun, and we never make any profits off of YouTube. We haven't done for probably as long as I can remember, but it's sometimes trying to work out what you're going to throw at producing these videos. I think this is going to be one of our most fun series. A lot of you are going to enjoy it. I hope. But we need a vehicle, for instance. We need a vehicle to take you around. Just the vehicle in itself is getting up to sort of $3,000. So you can kind of see where we're going with this, right? It's madness. And we've always said to people, we're not on holiday. We're not. This is our life. This is what we do. We live this style of life. So we have to factor these things in. Then you're going to be looking at food and accommodation, and it just hit me when I thought, just internet, $180 or whatever. I forget what it was. So yeah, storing it on DVD, putting it up in the cloud. Well, we can't put it up in the cloud, but storing it on you've got me saying DVDs now. I mean, it sounds like I'm putting it on a gramophone. Putting it onto a little thumb drive, sending it. It's just impossible. I mean, even posting it as you're going around would be so difficult to do. So we need to, and we want to be on the ball. So we'd like to be a bit
more current, don't we? So
lately we've been trying to keep things a lot more current. So if we're in China, we're in China. If we're in another country, we're in another country. And I think people generally appreciate that. So how are you all? We don't want to, because the last video that's going up on Friday sort of says, guess where we are next. Yeah. I don't want to say where we are, but you're welcome to have a
you can guess. We won't tell you whether you're right or wrong till later. Hi, Morris.
Hey, Morris, how are you? Is that old Morris? Not old, I don't mean old Morris. Morris that's been with us a long time.
Yes, I think it's one of our long subscribers, Morris. Looking at the picture. So yeah, we've been doing a lot of planning, and we have been, deciding on do we need this? Do we not need it? We're backwards and forwards, and we're only getting what we need, but it is working out pricey. But you need it. You need it. Yes, it's me, says Morris, and he's okay. That's good. Cool.
Anyone else in? Any regulars in that want to say hello? Just even if you're not hanging around, just say hello.
It's got this new thing on the things now. They've got crowns and number 1 and number 2 written next to them.
Has Morris got a crown?
Morris has got a crown, and Byron's got a crown, and Sally's got a crown.
Oh,
But Sally's number 2, and Byron and Morris are number 1.
okay. So I think it's something to do with how long you've been subscribed to the channel and how often you comment on the channel.
Okay.
So it could be. I have no idea.
Anybody else know? I've not seen that before.
We haven't got that members thing, have we? We didn't do the members thing. Do people want us to do? Should we do these live streams privately just for members so we can talk more personal crud? You know, I have thought about doing that and making it a sort of members live stream so that we can really talk much more personally, because I don't like talking about every last detail of what we're up to, sometimes just open on the internet. It's a bit like sort of having an open diary to the world, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But I know there's a whole bunch of you know, Byron, Sally, Morris, and loads of others that come in on a regular basis that we're quite happy discussing, you know, what we're doing. So, but that would mean you'll be behind a paywall. So that's and I always tend to think with those things, you end up making sort of like $30 a month or something. Well, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't even pay for coffee, but it helps. Yeah, it does help. Sorry, I make that sound like it's not a thing, but no. It's still a good thing.
We're on the
if
fence.
I sit
we're
back
on the
like
fence
this,
with this. So you're okay.
Am I?
That's all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Get comfortable. I'm comfortable.
We're not. This is not good framing. This is not good framing. But if I bring the camera down, you're just going to be looking at my shorts, and you don't want to be doing that.
No.
So how have we been, Michelle? We've been good, haven't we?
We've been good. You're all recovered from your little bout in China.
I forgot about that. That was a few
when
weeks
you said
ago.
About running. That was one of the things.
Yeah.
It was very hot in China.
China was amazing. We absolutely love China. If you ever want somewhere to go in the world that is really friendly, super cheap, compared to here. I mean, as soon as we came to this new country, it quadrupled everything. It did. You know, everything we do is, you know, whether we just go and buy a little bit in the shops, it's $20 every time. So you could imagine, and I know a lot of people back home saying it's the same in the supermarkets here and shopping. But when you're in Southeast Asia, say if you're in Thailand, Vietnam, you know, you can go out and each time you buy something, it can sometimes be $2 or $3 for a meal. And where we are now, it's always $20. Everything's $20. And now, as I say, and the internet is a SIM card is just horrendously complicated to get hold of. Getting around can be sort of like mortgage money to get around. But you probably people are starting to guess where we are, I think.
I mean, we stayed in China. We only had a limited time with our visa, didn't we? We stayed right to the
last day. I mean, if we'd have had a cancelled flight, we probably would have been shot. China was great, though. It was
great, yeah.
So we've got another big journey coming up. We are planning to do this in a car. We were hoping to do it in a camper, but the camper was like brain. We thought we could do like a camp car tour for a couple of months. I mean, asking about $7,000 a month for a camping car. It's absolutely madness. So we're thinking of doing something a little bit more modest. Even that's going to be quite costly. Yeah. But I think it's going to be I really think it's going to be awesome.
I think it will be. We'll do it.
I think, well, we've invested in a few bits already. Not much. These cups yesterday, they were like, they were on special.
We've got to have our coffee. Look, mine's
daily coffee, pink and
green.
Green. Is it like a yellowy sort of cream?
Nice.
Oh, matching our. Oh, wow. Actually, today they match what we're wearing. So these are like little thermos that I can't tip it up because the coffee will go over my shorts.
See mine. Mine's empty.
But it's don't go too far over and get it on me. But they're like little walled, and they were on special, weren't they? So they were like only about $7 or $8, which I think was quite good.
Yes.
Yeah. So you'll be seeing these quite a bit in the upcoming series. We're trying to get our eye in.
We set ourselves this little challenge, and let's do a challenge. We'll do it as long as we can.
Yeah, it's a mad challenge. This one again. It's a mad challenge. Yeah. It's another mad challenge.
It's fun.
It's expensive, Michelle.
We've just got to let that go.
I know. Michelle keeps saying to me, look, sometimes you've got to do things. And I'm thinking, yeah. But each time I look at another little thing, like internet accommodation. We need a few things for this trip because it's a kind of quirky trip. Yeah, it's probably this year's YouTube money gone in 1 month.
That's all right. We're doing it now. We're here.
We're doing it.
We've committed.
So we are. That's why we're doing the live stream today. I'm probably going to try and get a SIM card. Yeah. I might need to remortgage.
You have to leave me behind.
Might have to leave you behind. Yeah. Get a SIM card. I think if we can do the SIM card, then we can do lots and lots of live streams and keep everybody. And if we do a lot of not to the detriment of the videos, because they will be done pretty quickly and put up because there's so much cool stuff. We're going to be seeing so much cool stuff. I hope. The other little problem where we are, it's pretty hot as well. So it's they have all this part of the world is having that sort of,
as usual, the wrong time of, we're always
the right time of year. It's just the world is throwing the heat rays out.
Unpredictable weather.
Yeah. Is that Ruby?
Hello, Ruby.
Even from here, I can see Ruby's.
There you go, let's see. You can see from there.
Sort of. Yeah. It's a little bit blurry.
Yeah. No, that's good.
It says hello, people, I think.
Yes, it does. And rainwater says hearts and hello and
rain.
All of that. Rainwater.
Hey, Rain. Water. Is your real name Rain? And you just don't tell me your real name's Rainwater. I don't think that's...
Maybe their surname's Water.
No, nobody with the surname Water is calling their children Rain.
No,
Rain.
No, but they might
excuse me if that's,
They might have just chosen to have that as their handle because their surname's Water.
And their surname could be Water. You're getting a great discussion here. And people call them Rain.
It's a nickname.
Nickname.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm trying to think of some good examples of that, what were the names in the old day? Hey, I was listening to music yesterday. It was nice, wasn't it?
Yes,
I was trying to chill yesterday. I was listening to, I've got these playlists. I wish I could put them on here from the late 70s all the way through the 80s to the 90s. I made my own playlist of sort of songs from my youth, our youth.
And you said we should have it as our playlist as we go around.
Yeah.
Ruby says, talking about heat, it has felt like 115. I think she means Fahrenheit, but it's only 98.
That's hot.
We've had a lot of that.
We've had that.
Yeah.
We've had that. Actually, it's that today.
It's felt a lot hotter than it actually physically says it is. I don't think they're reading it right. But it's quite warm here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Different sort of.
So I was listening to this music. Sorry, Michelle, you've sidetracked.
It was Ruby.
Ruby, pay attention.
Carry on, Ruby.
And I was doing all my favorite hits from 1978 when I was only 2.
Yes.
So, yeah, and it was good. I like those cusp. Great things happen on the cusps of decades.
It's just memories, isn't it? It's
No, great things happen.
Okay.
If you go late 80s, early 90s, noughties turnover, there's this sort of thing that happens. It happened in the late sort of 60s. That's when all the Beatles, everything like that started to happen really in the late 60s going into the 70s. The mid is this sort of like strange period of evolving. You sort of mid 50s, you've got the Elvis, and it's going from big band into what the hell are we doing, and then it hits the sort of 67, 68, 69, goes through, and then you have this sort of psychedelic period that runs through when you go into that sort of glam rock period. That dies mid 70s. It's all going a little bit ABBA.
Nothing wrong with ABBA.
They weren't there were they? They might be. It's all going a bit ABBA. It's all going a little bit girly. Nothing's going on. And then towards the late 80s, you see it going up into this sort of like, it hits this sort of punk. Hang on, is that the 80s? No, late 70s. No. Late 70s. You hear this. It comes from sort of shoo up to this punk new wave. You start to see Flock of Seagulls. you see the Sex Pistols, you see all sorts of weird stuff happening, and then it dies down in the mid-80s. Rick would disagree with me because he thinks everything was great in the 80s, but there's this awful trough in the center of the 80s where nothing really happens until you get right the way through to start to see, you know, the Oasis period coming through, and yeah, it's kind of, that's my thought.
Yeah, it's a shame we can't use all this music in our videos. And
I wish there used to be a channel. There used to be a platform called sort of the guy. There's a guy up in Canada who does brewing, home brewing, and he's I forget his name.
It'll come back to me.
Yeah, he's albino, blonde, lovely guy, Craig. And Craig used to play music, and he still does, as far as I know. And Craig Tube, lovely guy, and he played it on a different platform, so he could play all the old tunes and things. Yeah, it was cool. It was something like I want to say Paul.com or Jeremy.com or something like that. And yeah, he would play all the hits. I wish. Why do they have to be? Why do the big corporates have to be such sourpusses? You know.
Just have it, you know, if you got it on the background, we could leave it on, and you know, it's what it.
Yeah, because we're not paying. It's just the whole going back to the DVD thing, isn't it? It's sort of like since they can't make money out of records and they only want to make money online, they don't want anyone to play.
We just put it up in writing what we're actually listening to, so you guys can. Yeah.
I did think the other day when I was listening to that music, I thought I could play this on the live stream, just put the earphones in, and every now and again I'd sort of go, you know, I want to know if you ever see the rain, you know, and people were going, what are you listening to, Stephen? Like, can't you tell?
It was like that. Was that the last video where you sang a little bit of the when we were in the coffee shop, in the ice cream coffee shop?
Did I?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was one of your favorite tunes.
Oh, it was yeah.
And you broke out into song.
Yeah.
We left it in.
I like that song.
It's a nice song.
So
anyway, we went off.
This is what it's about.
Yeah.
So is this all right? Has everyone gone? Has everyone buggered off? So there's this whole, we're in the lower quadrant now. So up here, this empty space, this is called sort of head space. We're giving extra head space.
Yeah. This is our thinking room.
Imagine,
isn't it?
Yeah, this is
the thinking room. So that where all the ideas are coming.
Yeah.
And they're all going to come down. Yeah. And they're all going to go into a video.
Yeah, what she said. What she said. So massive 2-month project coming up, 2-month adventure. Just chuck those balloons up with Michelle.
Was that you?
Chuck those. How did I get that to do that?
I did that and you did that. Who knows what we did? Oh, having a party.
They're coming from behind the chair.
They are.
Oh.
Is it you doing that? Or is it that? No. I don't
know.
No,
you don't know because you're doing it at the same time. Right. Stop doing that.
Right, I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Right.
Now do that.
No, hang on. It's you. I think you got to put them up and then put them down. No.
Just hold them there for a little while. Just hold them.
Yeah, there you go. So I didn't know about the balloons. We know about that one, don't we? Maybe. I got it. And if it's that one, isn't it that
What's
one?
that side?
That one.
Oh, Lord.
That's what all the space is for.
Yeah, otherwise, if we didn't have this space, the balloons wouldn't get full launch.
No.
The balloons.
Balloons. There you go.
They wouldn't get the loft. So, don't ask me what it's about. I have no idea. Something to do with the Mac.
Oh, yes. Yes. It's nothing to do with YouTube, is it?
So a 2-month project coming up.
Yeah.
We're technically starting it tomorrow.
That's the plan.
Or the day after. So you will see the last of the...
Got one more China video.
Video.
And then it's
The only thing I've really got to decide is whether we go for internet, and I think we're probably going to do it. It's just the northerner, my Yorkshire heritage, doesn't like spending that much on a SIM card. That'll be the most we've ever spent on a SIM card anywhere, even when we were lived at home.
Yes. Don't think of it like that.
How should I think of it?
Just don't think about it.
Was there anything else you want to discuss? Anything, Michelle?
No, because we can't let the cat out of the bag as to where we are, and so it's just to say that it is.
Anyone want to guess where we are? I think we're losing viewers now. We're losing traction. I'm going to stay on anyway.
Yeah, why not?
I'll stay
because
on.
We can.
Because we can. Let's see if anything comes to mind.
Did you enjoy the China videos?
Yeah. Did you enjoy China?
Did you like?
I mean,
how it was, how we did it.
When we arrived, the worst thing was when we arrived. Got my foot in that. When we.
Loving the China series, says Benjamin Penny.
Yeah, good. When we arrived, because I was flying, I got this. I'm going to say it was maybe the big C. I don't know. I was really hit. I was just completely. Flying is a nightmare because there's always people sniffing and coughing, and so you get off the plane, and within 2 or 3 days, I was flatlining. And
we both are. You're very aware. We're both aware. But if anybody's coughing and spluttering, he'll turn around and walk the other way.
Oh,
when you're in a tin can of a plane, you can't be. You've just got to sit there, and they're recycling the air, and you always pick something up. Don't you?
Yeah. So we burnt a week. We burnt a week, almost 10 days, just recovering because I couldn't get over. And then Qingdao turned out to be really cool. We enjoyed that.
Yes.
And then from Qingdao,
unexpected stop, which we weren't, because we weren't going to Qingdao. We were going somewhere else.
That's right. I forgot that actually.
I can't even think where we were going.
We were going to Nanjing, and
we were.
And people will tell me off because they wanted us to go to Nanjing. But life's a journey.
We just roll with it. It's
what it is.
It was fine, and we enjoyed Qingdao. And then Chufu, that was cool.
The home of the birthplace of Confucius. Now, if you think about it, Confucius was born before Jesus, so 2,500 years ago, and we still talk of Confucius today.
Yeah.
And Confucianism is a religion unto itself. A lot of Chinese follow Confucianism or the Confucius way, and so we went to that city that we've just been in on the videos now are in the place he was born. And you have to remember 2,500 years ago, just for him to travel from Chufu to where we were in Qingdao would have taken like weeks, if not months. So he probably didn't travel that far from that region during his life. And he certainly spent most of his life in Chufu. Now, we went into his historic family homes and things, but they weren't his home because back in the day, where he lived, I don't think even exists anymore. There are memorials to him, and actually the Confucius temple and the Confucius residence are actually where his descendants lived. So the people that were the hangers-on, the blaggers, the guys that lived for the rest of their life off a copy of I don't like Mondays or something, the Boomtown Rats theory. So basically that lot hung on there, on copyrighted Confucius right up until I think the 1940s or so, when they all had to leave because of Mao.
Yeah.
Because of the revolution. So yeah, a lot of the intellectuals and nobility in that had to leave, and they went to Taiwan. So it's quite interesting. So, and they'd been in those houses for thousands of years.
Yeah.
China is fascinating. It really is one of the most culturally interesting countries. I know I always enjoy Europe and what's, the long history of Europe, but I do feel sometimes China has even a more in-depth history. They seem to have catalogued stuff way back you know, when we were still sort of scratching around in sort of straw huts.
And also different, like Europe's got different areas, which are different.
Yeah.
China has also. We've only sort of scratched the surface, haven't we?
We have.
So
in China, I've been to that Kunming region with all the towns and cities that implied. I've been to the borders with Hong Kong, of course, so Guangzhou, Shenzhen, and we've been now to the area around Shanghai. We didn't go to Shanghai because it didn't really appeal to us, but we've you know, we went to Qingdao and Shufu and a few smaller towns around that. So we've done a fair bit of China.
Still lots more to see.
Oh, haven't even scratched the surface. So China was great.
Yep.
Wouldn't mind going back there again. Life, I don't know. It seems sometimes like there's just not enough years to do all the things we want to do.
No, we just keep moving forward.
So this is the next one. Any questions while we're here?
No, not yet. Everybody's just watching. They're riveted by you. Enthralled.
I don't think there's that many people in. There's about 9 or 10 people in, I think. So, but I'm going to stay. What time is it around the world?
I don't know.
Oh, I feel so tired today, Michelle. I've been really getting, I think because of the mental stress of planning what we're doing, I feel I'm not getting enough sleep.
Possibly, yeah. We're sort of a bit out of sync, aren't we?
Yeah. You know, for instance, this hotel we're in is quite nice. We might go into that in more details. We may not. It may be an incidental hotel. But this place is costing 2 times, 3 times what it cost in China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's probably not a good time. It's early in the morning in the UK and it's middle of the night in America.
Yeah. That's all right.
That's okay.
We get what we can.
There are other places I do.
But we have got internet here, so we could do some. I could maybe do another live stream in the morning or something.
Yes.
Although we got things planned, haven't we?
We have. We'll decide. See how we go.
Right. So, any questions before we sign off? If you throw a question at me, I might talk a bit longer.
Otherwise, we're going.
But if you're happy for me to finish,
things to do.
No matter. Let me put my sit forward a little bit.
So must be in Southeast Asia country. So.
Hi, Effie. Yeah, I'm not going to say quite where we are, but think what you said, but really expensive. And generally, a lot of people think it's not so expensive now, but it is if you're a traveller like us. This is the sort of place you can come to for 2 weeks and say, oh, it's a bit of an expensive holiday.
Yeah.
But it's a place where you come to for multiple months, and it can really add up. I mean, just the cost of hotels can cost us quite a bit more than what it would be to rent a home full time. So, you know, it gets quite costly. Any questions before we? Excuse me, just a minute.
Oh. He's gone.
Don't need that plugged in there, so I didn't need to step over that.
You didn't need to step over it. You're all right. You're grabbing your water.
Yeah, just getting a little drink.
So Benjamin said, would you consider traveling to Harbin someday?
I'd love to. There's hundreds of places in China that we'd still love to visit. I'm not why particularly Harbin. I mean, I don't have any strong desire to Harbin apart from that. I think everywhere in China is going to be cool. But
I mean, the way we travel is we tend to sort of go to a place, but we don't then bounce around to lots of other places. Sort of, you know, do.
Yeah, a lot of people go to China and then they'll spend a month in China, and they'll go to 14 cities.
Mm-hmm.
If we only spending a month in a country, 2 cities is the max we're going to do. And actually, saying that, this particular journey that we're going to do now is going to be a lot of cities in 2 months.
Yes.
So we're going to see a lot.
Hopefully not so many cities, but more small towns.
Yeah, I think, again, people will be saying to us on this journey, they'll be saying, oh, you should go here, you should go there. We're trying to discover places a lot of people may not have seen. So you're going to be seeing places, hopefully, that nobody has documented, and we don't even know what's there ourselves.
No. So we're big planners.
Well, we do plan.
We do plan.
We do
just,
plan.
It just don't take a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think people would be quite surprised if they knew where we were. I can't say. I kind of wish I could turn the camera on, but I'm not going to.
No. So Benjamin says, I agree, by the way. Shanghai is kind of the common entry point for China, very tourist friendly, very cosmopolitan, but you could just as easily mistake it for big city anywhere else in the world.
That's why we didn't go to Shanghai. And we were actually almost booked to go to Shanghai a couple of weeks ago. And I met a few people that have been there, and they said it's just like any big city. It's got all the brands, all the big corporate global brands. You could feel like you were in any city in the world. And I thought, oh, that really doesn't appeal to me. That just so doesn't appeal to me. We've done that so many times. And Shifu, where we were, there were almost no European tourists. Everything felt authentic and kind of curious, you know. And then the idea of going to Shanghai and feeling like we're in Hong Kong or Kuala Lumpur, just really, that would be a hollowed out experience for me. I mean, yes, it would still be, wow, this is China and this is Shanghai, but it's like, I think when I say to people, have you been to the UK or have you been to Australia? And you hear people, Australia less so because there's less places to visit. But if people say, you often say to people, you've been to the UK, and they say, oh yeah. And you say, where do you go to? London. And you think, what about Smegglesworth or, you know, Chapel Street under Littlebottom? You know, nobody goes to these places. And therefore London is not even, I mean, probably even to a higher level now, it's not England, but even 30 years ago, it was not England. It was not the way to experience. Like Paris is not the way to experience France. New York is absolutely not the way to experience America. So if you really want to feel, you know, get a feel for peoples and countries, try to stay away from those cities.
Yeah.
That's what we tend to do. And like, I would go to places like Barcelona and Milan, but I wouldn't make those from my experience, I wouldn't make those my
no, but a lot of people, that's where they start, because that's where you drop into.
Quite
but
often,
then you've got to sort of sometimes get out.
And we're in a big city now that's super famous, and we're almost like gagging to get out of it. It's kind of like just not our cup of tea, really.
Afik says, are you more of a travel light, or I'll take what I might need when packing?
We are probably remarkably travel light. If you look at, Afik, if you look at the last video, this Friday's video, where you're seeing Michelle getting onto a train, that is what we carry for a year's traveling. That is, that we can live for a year on what Michelle is carrying onto the train. And she looks like she's going to school with a packed lunch.
And yours is the same.
And I have identical. So we have exactly the same gear. We've, over the years, we've got more and more effective. And bear in mind, we have to take laptops and iPads and cameras and drones and.
If you took all of that out.
Oh, we would just, if you know the old knapsacks, they used to have a stick with like a handkerchief tied on that. That would be us. We like pair of shorts, pair of underpants, never shoes, because that's what we've got on our feet. So we learned. I think actually this is a good point that you've just said there, because we learned this many years ago, and I'm going to say it really became apparent to me in 2001. I'm going to say 2001. We were traveling in Europe with our children. So there's a family. It's a young children, and we had a car We just got a car to travel around Europe, and we set off on a 6-month tour of Europe, and the car was almost empty. It just had, and I said to Michelle, we haven't time to plan this. We haven't time to get, did we even get a tent?
We had the tent. That was all we did.
We had a tent. Yeah. So we set off. We hadn't got any gear for the journey ahead of us, to the point that immediately we needed stuff the moment we set off. And when we needed stuff, we bought it.
We did.
And therefore, in that 6 months, we never, ever had anything with us that we didn't need. So in the whole journey, you know, sometimes you go away on holiday and take, you see it, I see people, YouTubers all the time now. They go in and we watch friends of ours that travel, and they got those big suitcases and 8 t-shirts, a pair of trousers for every day, and all this madness that people travel with. And they bring it all home, and you say, did you use any of that? And they go, no, I didn't even, you know, I took a 3-piece suit and a pair of dress shoes and a tie just in case. And people will travel like that, and they come back and they touch nothing. But when Michelle and I travel, everything gets used. Yes. So on that particular journey, for example, we just had a car, and it was a Renault Grand Espace. So it was a big car for family. Back in the day, but I'm back in Europe now, 2001. So we're traveling with a car. And it was a big car for the kids, and because we had a full family with us. And as we traveled, we got cookers and little coolie box and anything we needed. It was summertime, so it was quite warm.
Table and chairs, didn't we?
After a while, we needed to get a top box for the car. So one of those sort of two-lay, very sort of streamlined top box on top of the car. And we were several months touring at this time, and by the time we finished, we had a trailer as well, didn't we? So we had like a trailer. We were homeschooling the children, so we were having to carry a lot of stuff for the homeschooling, because there wasn't your laptops and iPads back in 2001. Think about it. It's only 25 years ago, but there was none of that nonsense. No. I think I had a laptop. I think I had and it was like a brick, wasn't it?
It was. But it used to sit on my lap as well.
It was an Acer. It was an Acer. But it was like really modern. But if you looked at it now, it just looks like a brick. Yeah. So we used to travel with this, and by the time we got to the end of this journey, we accumulated a lot more stuff. But it was all necessary.
It was, and we could have probably put most of it in the car, but because we had the children, we didn't want them to be sort of crammed in the car. We wanted them to have space. So that's why it went in the roof and on the trailer.
Yeah, we wanted the car to be fairly empty so people could sit. It had little tables in there and places people could sit and do schooling. And so when we bought a table, for example, which we bought in Venice, not in Venice, but near Venice,
and we still
Ponte Sabatino. Still have that table. Yeah, and we bought the chairs and that. We couldn't put those in the car, because if we put the table and chairs in the car, there was no room, and we're all sort of sat like this. Yeah, so that's when we got the top box, and later on we got we wore out 2 or 3 tents on that journey, because we were tenting the whole time. It's really cool.
We did.
So yeah, does that answer your question in a very long-winded way?
So we are travel light.
Travel light, very light.
Almost we say to people, you know, because they say to us, "Oh, how do you do it?" When we meet them, you know, they say, "Oh, we've got this backpack or this huge suitcase," and we say to people, you know, when you get home and you look at what's in your suitcase and what you didn't take out, you don't need those.
They already know it. Most people know what they've. Yeah. I always remark, it's remarkable when you see youngsters travel, young, you know, backpackers, and they've got like boots hanging. They've got boots and a pair of shoes and maybe a pair of trainers, and often, you know, all hanging off the backs of their bags. And then they've got their sandals and slippers, and they've got some, you know, some sort of what we used to call Jesus creepers, like a pair of you know, brown sandals that they wear. And you look at them, I mean, we couldn't, if we just put their shoes in our bags, we couldn't, it'd be just too full.
It would.
And we've got round things like that over the years by only having one pair of shoes that do everything. Yeah. They do everything, from rock climbing to snow climbing to running. You know, when I went running, I wear them as running shoes, all in one shoe.
And we don't take
and they're
loads of-
expensive shoes, and they need to be replaced every 12 months. But they're so worth it.
Yeah, they are, for sure.
So, any other questions like that that'll
That
have
was
me
a good
going
one,
off? That was a good
yeah.
question. Yeah, very much appreciated. We went, and there's a magnet here. We need to. Oh, look at this magnet. Look how strong that magnet is,
Yeah.
Michelle. Is this magnetic? No,
No.
these are obviously aluminium. But this magnet is so strong, it's difficult to pull off. So it's a rare earth, sort of like a, what's the name of those magnets? Anyway, we need some. We're getting a car, and we need some sort of sun blinds because it's so hot. And we went and bought a load of magnets yesterday, and in the packet they felt quite strong. And I bought them here, and they're like you've sort of spat on a wall and rubbish.
Yeah, they weren't good.
But
we should have known. But they'll be useful for something.
And they were $1.
They were. We splashed out on those.
Buy cheap, buy twice.
We know that. We do know that.
So, anyone else in? Any lurkers in there that are just listening? Just listening, saying, "What are these weirdos doing?" Sat in this. You see this beautiful leather couch? Michelle sat on a towel because if she doesn't, when she stands up, it's like Velcros like this. They're never buy these plastic couches, by the way. They're awful.
So Afiq says, yes, well explained. Sometimes I just put extra clothes in the pack. So if the immigration officer asks, why do you have this little clothes for such a long trip? I have a sort of lifeline, lol.
No, they never ask that.
No, and probably if you've not got many, you're not going to stay that long.
Yeah. They're probably more likely to look at you and go, oh, he's got a lot of clothes. He must be looking at not leaving. No, never. They're never going to ask that. No. Never. So don't worry.
Don't worry about that.
No. I mean, they'd probably more likely stop you if you had a suitcase full of stuff, open your suitcase up, you've got some ornaments and, you look like you're sitting at home. We look as if we're just rocking up for the day. Oh, they can't be here long. But I've never met yet, even long-term travelers that travel as light as us.
No.
We're such big heads.
We are. Because you've got to carry it. Can you do it?
I don't know.
No.
Is it like that?
Oh, there you go. Above your head.
You got a kind of.
I can't do it very well.
Well, that's because your face.
My face is in the way now.
Just seeing who does the best heart?
Not me, because I can't do it.
Oh.
It's that way, isn't it? And I got to do it. I can't.
Problem is when you do. Everyone try this at home. And there's hearts coming. Is that someone else doing hearts?
Yeah, somebody. Oh, who's doing the best hearts?
Clever.
I can do that too. Look.
No, it's not.
And smiley faces.
Who can do? There. See, if I do it on my own, I can do it.
Yes.
Oh,
high.
Somebody's got the cleverness.
Okay, who's pressing the hearts?
Can't do that though, can you?
No, you can do that though.
Probably can.
Do a streamer.
So
we have fun, don't we?
Well, you do. I was finding it quite painful not being able to make my heart. I was like, oh, I'm like, go, damn you, heart.
There you are. See.
Oh,
yes,
there we go. See,
you just got to be more light-hearted.
Persistent. No, that was aggressive. That was the most aggressive.
No, but you
heart.
gave up, and then it
that was more of a heart attack.
Ah, okay. Mona, hello.
G'day, Mona.
How are you? You've got lots of hearts in there.
Mona's got loads of hearts. So Mona, we're just catching up with everyone and rambling a little bit. Yeah. I'm afraid.
Doing a ramble. It's in 48 minutes.
48 minutes ramble. I want it to go a little bit because I know if it's a long video, a long live stream, then I know my mother won't watch it later on. She'll say that's too long.
She'll just watch the first 2 minutes.
She'll say, oh, that's too long. I'm not watching that. So big journey, big plan ahead of us. We were just saying, Mona, we're trying to get our head around the fact that it's a lot more expensive where we are at the moment. I'm not going to say where we are, but should I get a SIM card? It's not getting the SIM card itself. I don't think they cost, but the data for this 2 months journey we're going to do is going to cost almost $180 rather than, you know, what we get in Southeast Asia. It's like $5.99 or something, you know. So we are going to do this. And I said to Michelle, or you said to me the other day, or did I say to you?
I can't remember because you haven't told me what I said.
Use my telepathy. That, you know, we don't want to spoil the journey for a few bucks.
You know, we'll regret it if we don't. So no regrets.
But
you've got to get
every day something else comes up. Now it's internet. We're getting a car. We're sorting a car. That is costing. The things I could do. I could buy a new laptop. Don't need a new laptop, but
no. So there you go. Then you've spent it on getting.
Could buy a new laptop with this bloody car.
But would you be able to see all these things in person?
And a good. I'm talking a top MacBook.
Yes,
Pro.
But you can't. That can't take you all around this country and see all these amazing things that we're going to see.
No, but in 2 months' time, that money's just gone into the ether.
Precisely, it's gone.
Yeah. I'm not happy.
So Mona says, rambling is a wonderful way to wander. You both look amazing. Thank you.
Thanks, Mona. I'm sure you look beautiful also.
Yes.
So it's going to be a sort of, not a camping experience, but
no.
Well, we're trying to work it out, aren't we?
Yeah, it will evolve.
Yeah.
Until we actually start, we don't know how it will go.
I wish I could talk. This is all for a video that I've just finished editing this video, leaving China, and it ends with like, I'm not telling you where we're going, and I don't want to spoil it by telling you where we are.
So Benjamin said, did you ever end up getting a local SIM card in China? You can do a lot more like using the vending machines.
No. There was so much we could have done if we'd had a SIM card. We had I thought an eSIM would have done it for us. So we had an eSIM and it gave us internet. But the problem is a lot of these eSIMs don't have a telephone number connected to them. So there were loads of times when we needed to buy something and everything's on the app. And I could buy anything with Alipay or WePay. I could buy anything except for occasionally if they were, what's the word I'm looking for? Certain companies wanted you to register before you could purchase. So we could order, like I could order food on Alipay using the Meituan food app, but I couldn't order it on the app itself because the app wanted to send me a text and it wouldn't send a text to an Australian number, and the eSIM didn't work. So be wary of that. When you get these damned eSIMs, they don't always, in fact, I don't think they rarely seem to come with a local phone number for the country you're in, because they're sort of a generic eSIM that registers on, you know, sometimes on multiple countries. And it really messed us about a little bit. So I'm wary of that. You know,
there was a couple of reasons why we didn't end up getting them.
Well, it was mainly because we were too lazy to walk
it was a long. We went to one store and then they wouldn't sell it to us. We had to go to one which was a lot further away.
We walked all the way to a store. They were a little bit sort of rude, a bit aggressive, a bit sort of like, you know, bugger off. You need to go to this store, and it was several kilometers away. Now we could have got a taxi and gone, but we'd already been walking for a good couple of hours. And we decided, and I was still feeling a bit under the weather. So by that point, we were probably 2 weeks into the visa. And to have got that SIM card, then it just became, is it worth it now? We've only got 2 weeks left. So it was, now we've only got 1 week left. And it wasn't expensive. It would have been, like the country we're in now, the SIM's going to cost me, you know, $200 is gone. Just
that's mainly because you're a tourist as well.
And only because I'm a foreigner in this country. It's not wouldn't be the case if I was local.
So Afik says, I bought an Aldi SIM card back in Australia and it's still active because every time I top up, the validity is extended for another year.
Yeah, there are loads. I mean, there are countries all over. Most countries welcome you to buy a SIM card. They're not. This country is a little bit awkward, but you know, I'll forgive them.
Yeah, a lot of countries will just, if you just, as you say, do a top up, it just then extends it, doesn't it? You just got to be aware of when it's going to run out.
And even an eSIM here, which we actually have here as well. We have an eSIM for where we are, so we do have internet, but it's like it's the same one we had in China, and it's kind of pants. The eSIMs are a lot of these eSIMs. You think, oh, I go for all these Saley and blah 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 eSIMs. If you really use the internet, they're useless. They're all right if you got stuck and you need to do a translation or you need to check Google Maps. But if you really use the internet like we do to upload videos or live stream, they are, unless you buy the really, really expensive ones. So I could get an eSIM from the same company, but I think their starting rate is about $100 for a good connection with loads of data. If you only want like 3 gigabytes for the whole month, which we'd use on this live stream, you know.
And some.
Yeah. I think the live streams use about 1.5 or so per hour.
Okay.
Yeah, or 800. It depends on the settings and which device you use. But
yeah.
So we can do that. We'll be able to live stream if we buy the proper SIM.
Okay.
But the problem is here is it's a tourist SIM only. You know, I met a young lad yesterday who's got his own. It's not cheap here, but he pays about $40 a month for unlimited, which would have been perfectly fine, but we're having to pay, I think, $80-90 a month.
And that's not unlimited, is it?
That will be unlimited, but it still has restrictions.
Right.
Like you go over a certain amount in the day, and it throttles you.
Okay. Okay.
So, any questions?
No, that's it. Oh, hello, Chris.
Chris Garden?
Yes. Hello,
G'day, Chris.
I'm late. Yeah, I'm not late.
The late Chris Garden. Well, you're not too late to see this, Chris. Oh, hang on, put the right hand up.
Hang on.
Not too late to see the balloons, Chris. And there's some coming up from behind the chair. Look.
So you have to go back to see, if you want to see more balloons, you have to go back and rewatch.
See?
I
don't know how those balloons get behind there because it's up against the wall. Oh, I wonder what happens if I
No, don't be rude.
What? They still do it.
No. See, it doesn't like it that way.
That.
No. Probably the balloons will fall from the ceiling. Yeah, it does.
Sorry. I know that symbol.
That was just an experiment, wasn't it?
I mean, back in the old, when that was V for victory, back in the old days, it actually was done that way round.
Yes.
People were doing it. It was only later it became.
Turned it into something.
I think even Churchill, when he held his fingers up on VE Day, was like, you know, come on, balloons.
It's probably a more natural way to do it, isn't it?
How can balloons know which way around your hand is?
Because they can see your thumb.
What happens if you put 2 up?
Oh, we haven't tried that. No. I thought you were just going to get 1 then.
Balloons.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chris, welcome. I can't go through it all again. I could summarize, but everyone's probably getting a bit bored. We're in a new country. It's bloody expensive. We're planning on doing a big journey. I've really struggled with it because while we'll be getting the edits done from China, I've been calculating the costs. It's getting prohibitively crazy. I mean, crazy expensive. So, but Michelle's convinced me that we should just go ahead and do it anyway.
Chris says, I'll rewatch again. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Cool. Watch it 2 or 3 times. Get the viewing numbers up. Everybody,
just
watch
leave
this.
It running.
Just when you finish, just run it in the background. And when it's finished, run it again. Get our views up. Get our channel banned. Probably.
BMK says, hello, I missed the announcement. Where are you going now?
Who's that?
BMK.
BMK?
I think that's Anne, isn't it?
I think that is Anne. Yeah, looks like Anne. and somebody or another. Anne's gone all surreptitious now. We don't know who she is. I think didn't Anne say to me once that her kids told her?
No, it was family members told her she was giving too much away.
Yeah. So anyway, whoever that is.
Yeah.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, well, the announcement is we're somewhere new. That's it. Isn't it?
And you've only got to go back about 5 minutes, and I summarize it.
He did a quick summary. He's actually summarized it twice. In this.
Oh, and BMK.
Yeah.
Could do that also.
Yeah. While you're all rewatching it.
So, yeah.
Mona says, I'll rewatch too. So good to see you both.
See us twice. Double vision. But this is one of the cooler countries. This is one of my favorite countries to visit, actually. I just wish it wasn't so bloody expensive. But it's gonna kind of be interesting. So we're organizing a car. We've probably organized the car.
Yeah.
I think that's done. Just trying to work out how I'll pay for that.
We've organized the minimum stuff that we need, and we're just going to get everything else as we go along. And
we're going to do a sort of like I want to call it a camping type experience. And I was saying before, for those of you who just joined me, we did look at trying to get a camping, an RV. It was about $7,000 a month or something.
No, Mona, no hints. You've got to wait because the China video is coming out, and then it will be.
Yeah, so all down. Mona, if it was Friday, I'd tell you because it's already up. So we're organising that vehicle, and then we're going to kind of use that as a camping vehicle. So
to do a road trip.
To do a road trip around the most amazing place, one of the most amazing places in the world. So we've been out getting some little camping bits. We want to do some cooking on the road. We want to do some kind of experiences. Michelle's made these cool little boxes. We had to go and buy some bedding and pillows, and they came in like boxes.
Yeah, and they were quite good quality. Well,
and Michelle came up with this great idea. Boxes. They were good, yeah.
Yeah, they were thicker boxes than normal.
Yeah. So rather than throw them away, because we're budgeting, we've made them into little like containers to keep all our cooking gear.
Benjamin says it's near China though, right? Could be.
Might be. Might be near China. So what I was going to say, so we travel, as we said earlier on, we travel lighter than most people, so we got nothing. So everything from it, we didn't have a knife. We couldn't have knives because
we just did
in
carry.
China,
we just did carry on.
So we've had to go and get some knives and scissors and cups. New cups, look. Yeah. Hold your cup, Michelle.
Oh, sorry, I'm not with it.
New cups, like little flasky stainless steel. I'm not sure if I like stainless steel yet, but
you will like stainless steel.
But they weren't that bad. They were on special.
They were on special, and we liked them.
So cups, plates, a few extra bits of cutlery that we might need, although we always travel we travel with chopsticks and forks and spoons. What else are we having to get? We're going to have to get some camping gas to carry. Something to put water into. More water. We'll need a lot more water somehow. We'll probably just buy like a big jug of water. And it's hot. And what?
And it's hot.
Oh, and pots and pans.
Or pots and pans.
Which we've already done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shall I show them? Actually, you want to see something? No, with a pot and pan?
No.
Oh.
Save that for the next one. You can go to the next live one. I mean, because it's been going a while now. They might want to come back and see that.
To see a pot?
Yeah.
Oh, life is so exciting. So yeah, big trip, 2 months. That's the plan. 2 months, huge tour, very different from anything that we've done in the past. Won't be losing any weight on this one. Sorry, I might be putting even some more.
We're going to try not to.
No. I was doing a little bit of morning jogging and things, but the weather's just got too hot.
Yeah.
So, wait any longer?
Nope, I think that's it.
Time to go?
Time to go.
All right.
Time to press
now,
that
I know
button.
some of the regulars have just dropped in. Please go back and watch it over and over and over again.
Leave your comments. We'll read them afterwards and we'll answer them if we can. Or we'll save them for the next one.
And if anybody wants to get any merch, I've got this new Steve. Is it?
Yeah.
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 We don't have merch. We do actually have some merch.
Oh, somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't think we've ever sold anything.
Benjamin says, thank you for the stream.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Wherever you are anyway, looking forward to the new videos. Cool.
So those watching later, shall I get the SIM card?
Yeah.
Or shall we just film and upload some stuff occasionally when we get to Wi-Fi? That's the decision that's got to be made in the next 24 hours. Love to you all. From Michelle and I. Not in China.
Not in China.
Somewhere new.
Yeah.
Somewhere you're going to love.
Drop it down in the comments. Where are we?
Yeah, people.
Come on, have a guess.
Well, it's no point because we're not going to.
No,
say yes,
but you know they'll know whether they're right or not.
All right. Love you all.
Bye,
Take
Morris.
care. Thank you, Morris. So you've been here, right? Anyone else been here since pretty early on? Morris was here from the start. Love you all.
Yep.
Michelle and I might even do another live stream very shortly.
Yeah.
Take care.
Take care. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.